I'm going to tell you more about the mini games that are available on the Tamagotchi Paradise. With the mini games, you can earn the gotchi points, and with the games that are to fill up the happy meter, you go to the play section in the Tamagotchi Paradise. And in that section, if you play that games with your Tamagotchi, you cannot earn Tamagotchi points and only fill up the happy meter. So to go to the mini games, you have to press the wheel button and then you go to the Tamagotchi lab, and within the Tamagotchi lab you can choose for the mini games. There are six mini games in total. I'm gonna run through them all. For each game you can choose different classes, so easy, medium and hard, and you have to unlock that while playing your Tamagotchi. So the first game is the feeding baby milk game, and the purpose of the game is to give the Tamagotchi babies milk, and you have to feed 10 babies within a certain time, and if you do not reach that, then you don't have the max amount of Tamagotchi points that you can earn, and that is 250. Before they start to cry, you see that their mouth is like more horizontal, and then you also can give them milk. If you give them a bottle of milk when they have a smile on their face, then you are game over. So the next game is delivering a vitamin, and in this game you have to jump through the top of the cylinder that you are in, and you use the different cells that are in this cylinder. You jump with the A and the B button, and with A you jump more to the left, and with B you jump more to the right, and you have to jump on what are those, blood cells or something like that. The red blood cells are the best for jumping. It's more like a trampoline, and so try to get on the red blood cells, because then you can go up faster, because there is also a max time that you can use to get on top of the cylinder. When you jump, the camera will go up with you, and when you are not on a cell, then you will fall down. You are not game over when you fall down, but it takes time, so you lose some time. And depending on how high you are in the cylinder, and that determines how many gotchi points you get. So on the left side of the screen you see a meter, and on that meter you can see how far in the cylinder you are. When there is no time left, then you are game over, but you still get some gotchi points depending on how high you became. You came in the cylinder. So the next game is matching meals. It's like a memory game. I am not very good at it. What is important to know, so in the beginning of the game you see all the dishes that are presented for your Tamagotchis, and you have to match two of the same. And on the left bottom you see the plate full of poop, and you have to avoid that one. If you choose that one, then you are game over immediately, and then you have to match the plates. And when you have matched all the plates, then you have the maximum points of 250. When you choose the plate with the poop, then you are immediately game over and you do not earn any gotchi points. So that is the most important part of the game to look after. And depending how many plates you chose right, that depends on that will determine how many gotchi points you get. Also for this game you have a maximum time that you can spend to choose the dishes, and when the time is out, then they will count how many plates you have put together, and that will determine how many gotchi points you will get in the game. So the next game is Catching Poos. I really like this game, but it's not very intuitive because you use the A and the B button to change the cleaner on the screen. With A you go down and with B you go up. And so during the game it's 3 like roads, and you have to catch as many poos as you can. And during the game it will speed up when you are further in the game, and sometimes you also see a vacuum cleaner, and when you catch the vacuum cleaner, then for some small time the poos will come to the vacuum cleaner automatically, so that can make the game a bit easier. So every time it's the same level that you get, and it depends on how many poos that you got in the game, how many points you get. Next game is cleaning dust, and the purpose of the game is to finish 10 levels, and you finish a level when you find the Tamagotchi, and you can find the Tamagotchi to get a robot vacuum cleaner to vacuum clean the clouds of dust. You have to do this game within a certain amount of time, and then you have to clean all the levels. If the time runs out, and then it will count how many levels that you get, and that determines how much Tamagotchi points you get. Sometimes it can happen that the vacuum cleaner or the robot vacuum cleaner is going up and down and not to the left or the right, so then you get stuck in one point. So what you can do to change that is that you change the direction of the plate that you use quickly, so that you change the direction of the robot vacuum cleaner. So the last game is punching meteorite. This is a very nice game, and the first game also where you use all 3 buttons, so the A, B and C button. For planet is at risk with meteorites that try to attack your planet. So you have to protect your planet with punching back the meteorites. The A button is for the left glove, the middle one is for the B button, and with the C button you use the right glove. And depending on from which direction the meteorite will come, you have to punch them away. I once had that this game came during playing the Tamagotchi at itself. So I was just feeding my Tamagotchi, and then this game popped up. So the planet was really at risk. I could save the planet, but I didn't got gotchi points with that. And normally with this game, of course, when you play it in a mini game section, you get Tamagotchi points, and depending on how many hearts you still have left, that depends on how many gotchi points you get. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it and it helps you to play the mini games more successfully. If you like the content that I make, please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, see you later, bye.